My name is Richard Neely, N-E-E-L-Y. I've been taking tours around Sauce for 30 years now. Here we are in the blowing engine house, and imagine working in this place. Underneath this metal floor where you're standing were the huge steam lines that brought in boiling steam from the boilers. So working in this building was like standing inside a radiator, always over 100 degrees in here. These are Ingersoll Rand turbo compressors that were installed here in 1949. Now, we've got this one open where you can see the turbine side of the engine. We had a lot of trouble with this machine right here, and you can see the relics of some really bad breakdowns. If you look right here, you can see where the housing cracked all the way through the base, through the pin, all the way around through the other pins. And when that happened, that thing opened up and blew steam out here, and people got burned. Now you had another break. Starts right back there, it goes all the way around the housing here, all the way through the collar. And when that broke, that thing bucked up and blew steam right here, and people got burned. Now, folks, do you feel really cold right there? You're standing right above the site of our worst single accident on the site. We had 2 men scalded to death right here. And so they had a valve wear out in that system. They went to a junkyard to buy another one. They bought the wrong kind of valve. And they put that wrong valve in there. It ran for about an hour. It overheated. It split the line. So they shut this thing down. 3 of them went down there. They welded a plate over the crack in the line. Then they stood back and said, let it rip. And so the steam came through that line, hit that closed valve, and blew it up right in their faces. These machines gave us our National Historic Landmark status. Top speed on the machine would roll these wheels at 35 revolutions per minute. That's about 40 miles an hour. And you might notice that there is safety netting here to keep you away from that wheel. This is typical 19th century safety thinking. They put that up after the bad accident has already happened. There was a man that used to come and lean right here every day and eat his lunch with that thing in full tilt behind him. This is entirely too close to beat to it. So one day he's eating that lunch, he was snagged by that wheel and swept into the wheel well and crushed. All right, guys, here we are at the base of furnace number 1. The bustle pipe goes all around the furnace, and then it's divided into these smaller pipes. They're called tuyeres. And the tuyeres ensure an even distribution of air all around the bottom of the furnace. Now, all of this piping you see, these bronze inserts, these 300-pound bronze jackets, are part of the water cooling jacket. It took about 20,000 gallons of water a day to run this site. The recycling of the water took place, and so they would blow the water up in the air, pump it into these concrete vats, and let it cool off where they could use it again and again. When you guys are driving out, and there are 1940s advertisements there in color, my brother and I repainted those. This is what you can do with a PhD in history. You can become a great sign painter. It's really quite beautiful stuff.